international credit union organization as well, pays dividends, not just the purchasing power, the leverage, the marketing, the access, the information. And like, obviously, it gives us resource.
Absolutely. The membership in the World Council of Credit Unions is very valuable to us. They're a huge provider of continuing education for our directors, our volunteers, and they're an endless resource for us to go to. They tackle a lot of issues that are facing credit unions worldwide. There's constant changes to the international financial regulatory environment, and the World Council is at the table when those decisions are being made and how internationally as to how they're going to apply to credit unions. And in turn, the World Council provides its members with resources as to how to prepare for these pending changes. Dwayne, going back to your earlier conversation about what the benefits are of credit union, one of the main benefits have been for members, especially members who are saving, is that we've consistently paid strong dividends each year, every year for the last 43 years. And people may say, oh, well, dividends, what are those, Well, dividends, those are essentially interest on your savings that you have with the credit union. And it shows that the credit union here in Cayman has been profitable, it's been strong, its future is bright, and it shows that our members have faith and strength in the organization. Over the last 3 years, this year will be year number 4, we have introduced and paid as well interest rebates on all of our members that have loans with us. And now that's a pretty valuable thing when you consider it. I don't think there's any other bank on island or any other financial institution that's regularly giving its borrowers back money. That's something that the members voted on and decided on a few years ago at the credit union, and we've implemented it. And last year, for instance, we gave back 3% interest. So if you paid your loan on time each month, at the end of the financial year, you got 3% back in terms of your interest paid.
I think that speaks to, perhaps, as many of us start to appreciate what credit unions are and how they differ from that traditional bank that we know. You're sort of working for yourself.
Absolutely.
You're saving, and as a result, you get more interest, but then you also get the benefits. And as we become educated and informed of what a credit union is and how it benefits us, maybe more of us on next Thursday will start to come out and appreciate that we should indeed take a membership. As we talk about the day itself, one question asked: how easy is it for someone, once they meet the requisite, sort of qualifying criteria, to become a member? I mean, I go to the bank and open up an account, and respectfully, the things that they ask for sometimes, I'm thinking, I brought you a pint of blood last week. Do you want another gallon today? Sometimes it seems very, very daunting with, all of the things internationally as well as, nationally that are required. But to become a member?
So those, you mentioned that they're the KYC information. We are required.
Sorry, CYA? Sorry. Sorry, Mr. I just like to see him laughing. He doesn't do it often enough. So I didn't say.
To become a member with us is very easy. We have a standard application form. You provide copies of your ID. You have to bring along a copy or the original of your light bill, water bill to proof of residence, proof of income if you're employed, and the standard set of information. We want to know where you live, what your address is, your mailing address, citizenship, etc. But it's very easy to become a member. You walk into the credit union, the information pack is available. I would send you to our website, but we're in the process of redoing our website and launching that next Thursday, and the application information will be available on that website as well. So right now, just give the credit union a call if you're interested in joining, and they can arrange to have an application pack available for you, or just stop by, walk into the office and pick one up.
And I would say, again, if I'm exaggerating or overstating, let me know. But relative to opening an account at the credit union, relative to, say, another financial institution, it's much easier. You still need to provide information, which is, that's just the nature of business today. But it's easy. It's fairly easy.
Yes, certainly, and I think there's a minimum. You have to subscribe to at least, $10 worth of shares?
At least $25.
25 now, okay.
Yeah,
So,
which is, not much. I mean, in Cayman rag dollars, that's $2 in the check exchange rate. Gents, respectfully, we have time for one quick call, if we can.
Sure.
Mr. Liebaers and Mr. Michael Nixon are our guests as we go to our phones and talk about International Credit Union Day. Hey, good afternoon and welcome. You're on Talk Today.
Good afternoon, Dwayne. Good afternoon, Lem. And good afternoon, Mr. Is it Ted? No, not Terry.
Yeah,
Help me there.
yeah, Mr. Michael Nixon and Mr. Liebaers.
Michael Nixon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Lem, this is Gilbert. Of course, I am one of the among the 7 of us that started the credit union, and my heart was stirred to hear you there and still talking credit union, which you've done for 40-odd years. And I just want to say that, in my opinion, the best thing that has ever happened to the Cayman Islands financially and its people and civil servants was when the credit union was formed and the service that it has given since that time. And Dwayne, you just asked a very interesting question about the difference between that and the bank. And I think one basic thing is that you can put $50 million in the bank, and the bank owns it. In effect, you don't own a thing there. You can draw it out, but they're charging you constantly for it. But what you put into the credit union, that goes in as your shares, and you are an owner of the credit union, one of the owners. And like Lema said, that you get dividends at the end of the year. So it's a major difference. And for those persons that have heard credit union members have been lured away by the banks, that's not a smart deal. Don't do it. You will never own a piece of the banks, but you own a piece of your credit union. And it's all about basically family. So I just thought I'd call in and say hello and say it was great to have been a part of that whole effort that started it.
Thank you.
Lem, you're a standing stalwart there. And, of course, Mr. Nixon, it's the changing of the guards, you know?
Well,
so, congratulations.
Thank you.
Too.
Thank you, Gilbert.
Thank
I wrote quite extensively in my autobiography, which was published 2 years ago, about the history, and I mentioned your name as being the president of the Civil Service Association at the time that the credit union was formed, and so your name is top of the list of those 7 persons. My name is number 3, and but yeah, those were good days when the civil service needed bold leadership. And I think you were there to provide the leadership that we needed at the time. The country was in recession. Civil servants were resigning the public sector to go and work in the private sector. Things were not good. And we needed some mechanism to pull the workers together in a cohesive group. And I think the credit union provided that bonding that we needed at the time. And so thanks for your role as well.
Thanks very much. Now, Mr. Nixon, respectful, as I ask you to share with us the final thoughts, maybe we could, with respect to one of our listeners who was asked, well, what are the eligible criteria to join the credit union? Maybe just remind us as you repeat that as well, and remind, hey, next Thursday, what better way to find out than to come out, right?
Absolutely, Dwayne. So to become a credit union member, all you have to do is to be a civil servant or a public servant, either work for the government or one of the statutory authorities of government companies, or work for one of our local utility companies. Those persons are eligible to become credit union members as well as their immediate family members. So their spouses, children, or siblings are eligible to become family members through them. So that's how you become a credit union member. You just stop by the credit union office. You can pick up an application pack, or starting next Thursday, you'll be able to go online to our website and be able to download your application forms there. And the application form will come with a checklist of what you need to submit. In terms of next Thursday, it is International Credit Union Day, and we're celebrating it by offering or putting on a membership celebration event. and that takes place next Thursday at the main credit union office on Huldah Avenue, and that runs from 12:30 until 6 p.m. There's a whole slew, a plethora of activities meant to engage our members, encourage our members to come out and learn more about the credit union products and services, and have the opportunity to actually win some prizes. So it promises to be an exciting day. And I urge all of our credit union members to stop by. If you can stay 15 minutes, if you can stay an hour, you can stay all day, just come by and have some fun.
Spend the day, man. Salam.
Yeah, I just wanted to also mention that one of the additional benefits that members get from being credit union members is the benefit of a potential scholarship grant. And I wondered if Mr. Nixon could tell us a little bit about the number of scholarships and the value of scholarships that we were able to give just this year.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lem. In terms of the scholarship program, the credit union provides each year, we call it an educational grant program. And that program, this past year, just in August of this year, we did the disbursement, and we dispersed over $200,000 CI to 166 applicants or recipients. And that is just phenomenal. That's one way that your credit union actually gives back to our community. And we think it's a very powerful way. It's a way that we feel that we can contribute to help persons in upgrading their skills, access education, and provide for a better future for themselves. And we're very, very proud of that accomplishment. And the program has, I don't want to get the statistics wrong, but it's been on offer for probably at least 10 years, and it is going very strong. We had in excess of 200 applicants for the program, and we try to be able to provide at least some financial assistance to those persons who are pursuing further education. And that further education can be a college degree, it can be a vocational program. As long as it's a legitimate further education program, you're up for consideration.
Well, thank you all very much for sharing with us. And hopefully as we go forward, we can continue to inform the public of not just the immense, incredible benefits of being a member of the credit union, an owner, within your own. You can say, I own a financial empire, 300 million strong. Gents, thanks very much. And as Thursday rolls around, hopefully we'll come out, celebrate with the fun, the food, the festivities, and the fellowship, and be amongst family. Enjoy your rest of your afternoon, gents.
Thank you, Sterling.
Thank you.
To our listeners, if today is Wednesday, Miss Susan, that means tomorrow must be Thursday. Wow. So if tomorrow is Thursday, what do we have on? The Business Buzz in the morning. And then, of course, we're going to bring you live for the nice CFA conference coming up. So we ask you to join us for that. Until then, be blessed.
Voice of the Cayman Islands, Radio Cayman.
We love our listeners.
Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands.